Welcome back, and before we bring you today's update of the local news, let's take a look back at this day in history.
August 31st, 1997. A tragedy that sparks mass public grief around the world. Britain's Princess Diana is killed in a car crash in Paris. She was 36 years old. Also killed in the crash, Dodi Fayed, Diana's boyfriend, and the car's driver, Henri Paul. Bodyguard Trevor Rees-Jones, badly injured in the crash, is the only survivor. 1980. In Poland, the Solidarity labor movement is born under an agreement ending a shipyard strike. Co-founded by Lech Wałęsa, it's the first free trade union behind the Iron Curtain during the Cold War. During the next decade, Solidarity plays a key part in bringing down communism in Eastern Europe. 1888. Mary Ann Nichols, considered the first victim of Jack the Ripper, is found murdered in London's East End. At least 5 women, all of them prostitutes, are brutally slain by the Ripper. The murders and the killer's true identity remain unsolved to this day. 1969. Rocky Marciano, the retired heavyweight boxing champ, dies in a light plane crash in Iowa, a day before what would have been his 46th birthday. And 1945. Virtuoso violinist Itzhak Perelman is born in Tel Aviv in what is now Israel. Also that same year,
my brown-eyed girl, you my brown-eyed girl.
Singer and songwriter Van Morrison is born in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Today in history, August 31st. Camille Bohannon, The Associated Press.
Figures indicate that as of August 31st, 2016, 25 Vincentians have been arrested in other Caribbean nations. These figures include 2 females and 23 males. These arrests and charges were in relation to the importation or trafficking of either marijuana or cocaine. A high percentage of these arrests have been men in their 20s. The number of women arrested for drug trafficking is less and is between the ages of 25 to 40 years. A number of countries have been named where some Vincentian nationals have been caught, charged and remanded to prison. They include Antigua, 6, St. Lucia, 1, Dominica, 2, Grenada, 2, Jamaica, 3, the UK, 2, and Barbados, 6, with 1 release. Grenada's Drug Squad Superintendent, James Rodriguez, says he is concerned about the frequency in which attempts are being made by Vincentian nationals to smuggle illegal drugs into the country. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, in relation to the Unity Labour Party's unwary relationship with Taiwan, said that it is not a puny country.
In order to make the case for the maintenance and the strengthening of the relations with Taiwan, we do not have to ill-speak the People's Republic of China. The greatest trading partner for Taiwan is mainland China.
Yeah.
Almost 50% of the overseas investments of Taiwan are in mainland China.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that because you don't have relations, diplomatic relations with mainland China, there are not a number of different ways in which you interface.
Prime Minister Gonsalves said that SPG owes Taiwan $90 million in soft loans and that this country desires to have Taiwan on the International Civil Aviation Association.
We must have relations with Venezuela in the way in which we have these deep relations, because you don't have democracy in Venezuela, and because the Bolivarian Republic is running authoritarian regime. Well, I don't want to comment adversely on mainland China, but the point is this: I'm not looking at those internal arrangements, but the fact is this, that the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, the government has come to power, all of them, through open elections. Venezuela is a competitive democracy. No, so if you want the answer, you get an answer there. I take them away from their facile discussion.
Leader of the New Democratic Party, NDP, Anim Eustace, in his continued defense of his party's loyalty switch to China, said that students in Taiwan are safe.
Right now the government is still ULP, and therefore the relationship that Taiwan has is with the ULP government. Okay, so there's no immediate impact as far as this is concerned. A little later there'll be the impact, but there's some evidence already in countries that have changed that China also assisted them in refinancing those students who were caught at the time when the change was made. China has in fact provided funding to help those same students in other countries.
So there's basically nothing to worry about.
There's nothing to worry about.
And in fact, as you were saying, there should be increase in scholarships opportunities.
This is the second largest economy in the world, you know. The second largest economy in the world.
Honorable Eustace, in his defense, said that like St. Kitts, who switched from Taiwan to China, SPG will benefit.
There's always concern about the question of economic citizenship. I am of the view, once you have it, the diligence that's required, the due diligence, that is something that can provide significant income to government. I heard a figure a few days ago of some funds that St. Kitts got last year from that process. 228 million for the year. You know, if you have a proper anchored and running due process arrangement, economic citizenship is an option. It's an economic option. If you don't do it properly, then you get in trouble.
The announcement by the main opposition New Democratic Party, NDP, to break diplomatic relations with Taiwan in favor of mainland China is foolish. This is a view expressed by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves speaking on WFM on Sunday. Dr. Gonsalves said questions raised about how such a break will take place have been left unanswered by the opposition. He added that he happened to know what discussions by the NDP have not been with Chinese diplomats, but rather with intermediaries and adventurers. Prime Minister Gonsalves added that China is no longer interested in bartering relations when it comes to Taiwan, as both countries since 2008 have had a better rapprochement. 38-year-old Francois Asima Iwanzi Robert of Dorsetshire Hill and Makeda Crystal Derrick of Glen were on Tuesday dragged before the Magistrate District B Court in Barbados. The two pleaded guilty to possession of cocaine, possession with intent to supply, trafficking and importation. According to reports, both Robert and Derrick landed in Barbados last Friday, where a search conducted by custom officers revealed 3 plastic bottles containing a liquid substance suspected to be cocaine concealed in a black pouch in Derrick's suitcase. They were both arrested and remanded to the Dodds prison and are due to be sentenced on September 8th when they reappear in court. Community Bible Study International, commonly referred to as CBSI, a non-denominational Bible program, will be resuming here in St. Vincent from September 12, 2016 at the Grammar School Board building every Monday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. CBSI has been in St. Vincent and the Grenadines since 2011, and hundreds of lives have been directly impacted as a result of this study. This Bible study is open to everyone regardless of your age or knowledge of the Bible and costs nothing but your time. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves has spoken in response to an issue where a U.S. sports journalist who entered this country on Monday complained about waiting time at customs at E.T. Joshua Airport. The journalist, Grant Wall, a senior writer for Sports Illustrated and correspondent for Fox Sports, complained of waiting 90 minutes at the customs at the E.T. Joshua Airport as only one custom officer was present. Wall posted an 8-second video of his official Twitter page, that's on his official Twitter page, of the ordeal last night. Prime Minister Gonsalves did not take a position on the issue, but said on Tuesday, August 30th, 2016, he will find out the facts about the situation. The sports journalist is here as the United States football team is scheduled to play SPG's national football team on Friday at the Arnosville playing field. Following the break, more local stories. Stay with us.